ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
Adiyan Swami. One question that occurred to Adiyan was that how are the order or when we are looking at one Divya Prabandham, any Divya Prabandham, there are some paasurams that are chanted twice. Even in like Tirupavai, there are multiple paasurams which are chanted twice.
Right.
Some Adiyan understand like Undu Matakaletran is associated with the Emperumana, so it is marked to be chanted twice. But what is the history behind and the classification of that, where which paasurams were marked to be chanted twice and with more emphasis, and how were some paasurams reserved for the Satrumurai? So was this done right at the time of the classification done by Nathamunigal, or was it changes were done subsequently by other acharyas as well?
It is not 100% clear about the exact history of when such things might have happened. It is quite likely that important paasurams were highlighted during Nambalai's lifetime, because he was the one who went very deep into the commentaries and was presenting all the wonderful insights in each pasuram. So at that time, it could have been organized. Some of that could be also based on particular acharya having a favorite pasuram, and that is appreciated by the disciples and marked as double recitation. For example, Emperor had great affiliation with Tirunarayanam, and Urunayagamai was submitted to the Tirunarayan Emperuman, Silvanarayan Emperuman. So that until then, it was not having great significance. Until then, until Emperumanar had such affection for Tirunaranapuram Emperuman, that particular decade didn't have very specific significance. But once Emperumanar had that, so it is quite, so that example of Emperumanar offering Urunayagamai Padigam to Tirunarayanapuram, that's a very good example, where until that time, it is a significant, every pasuram is significant in Tiruvaimozhi, but until then it was probably given same importance as any other pasurams. But once Emperumanar offered that Padigam to Tirunarayanan, then it became special. So similarly, Manaval Mamnigal had great attachment towards Rajamanarkudi, Rajagopalan Emperuman, and he offered Tirparayamini that particular decade, and especially Unnithu Matvar Devam Todal, that pasuram was given to Rajagopalan Emperuman by Manaval Mamnigal. So from that time, it became important. So over time also, some pasurams could have become important, and people might have started reciting that pasuram twice, giving respect to the particular acharya who had affiliation towards that pasuram, and a particular Emperuman who was related to that pasuram. So similarly, many such pasurams might have occurred like that. But generally speaking, yes, it is possible that Nathamunigal himself had classified that these are important pasurams, but over time also it could have changed. For example, En Tirumagal Ser Marvane Ennum, Ennude Aviye Ennum, that pasuram, that became significant once Bhattar and Nanjiyar was having a particular conversation. So all of these might have changed over time. depending on the affiliation of a particular acharya for that pasuram or for that decade. But those pasurams which are recited twice definitely have significant meaning. Like you were saying about Undu Madagaletran, which has affiliation towards Emperumanar's incident. Similarly, Andri Bulagamanandai, that pasuram is Mangala Shasana pasuram, so it is given importance. And it is also something which is to understand that these are not necessarily the same across all the Videshams. In some Videshams, a particular pasuram may be recited as twice, but in other Divideshams, the same pasuram may not be recited twice. For example, in Srirangam, in Tirupavai, Ongi Ulakananda is not recited twice, but in many Divideshams, it is recited twice. Similarly, Kudarai Villamsir is not recited twice here, it is only recited once. But it is recited twice in many Divideshams. So it is not the same always also. There will be some minor variances.
Dhanyawad, Swami.
Okay.
ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
To learn such valuable information about our SrIvaishNava Sampradaya, please download KOYIL, KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, KOYIL.org.